If you find yourself carrying a quiet grief for the family experience you never had, stay here for a moment. Take a slow breath and arrive here. You do not need to analyze anything. Let the words land where they land. Your body will take what it needs. And begin. I experience the trauma of absence. I feel an emotional emptiness from not having a real family experience. I feel that I was left out of the basic human experience of having a family. I feel alone in the world. I feel that I did not belong anywhere. I feel that I grew up without love, safety, or support. I feel a deep sense of loss for something I never had. I feel grief for a family experience that never existed. I feel disconnected from people who grew up with supportive families. I feel that something essential was missing in my life. I feel an inner void or emptiness. I feel sadness and longing for the family experience I never had. I recognize that all of these are experiences arising within my awareness, not truths about who I am. Even though I feel this deep emptiness and grief from not having the family I needed, and I feel so alone in the world, I acknowledge this pain is just a passing pattern arising in my awareness. It is not who I really am. I sit here in this emptiness and it feels so vast. I look around and no one is there for me. I feel like I must have done something wrong to be left out like this. My chest feels hollow and cold. I wonder what it would feel like to be held by a parent who wanted me. I see other families and my stomach tightens with longing. I feel like a ghost watching a life I can never touch. Notice how this feels in your body. I am so tired of feeling like I don't belong anywhere. I feel like I was forgotten before I even began. There is no safety, no one has my back. I feel like I am floating alone in a dark space. I keep searching for a home I cannot find. Breathe into the heaviness. I am so sad, a sadness that has no bottom. I feel grief so deep it feels like it might swallow me. I notice my mind is aware of this grief, watching it rise and fall. I am angry that I was denied this basic human experience. I feel a void where love was supposed to be. I long for something I cannot even name. Let the body soften a little. I feel disconnected from everyone, like I am from another planet. I feel defective, like something essential is missing in me. I notice the thought that I am defective is just a thought arising in my awareness. The emptiness feels like a wound that never had a chance to heal. I feel the ache of never being chosen. I can be here with this emptiness without needing it to go away. I am still here breathing while this grief moves through me. The awareness that notices this void is not itself empty. Underlying beliefs. I believe that I was left out of life itself. I believe that something is fundamentally missing in me. I believe that I am alone and always will be. I believe that I do not deserve love or belonging. I believe that I am defective and unworthy of family. The emotional mechanism is one of protective isolation, keeping me separate so I cannot be hurt by the absence again. The ego play is identifying as the one who was wronged, the outsider, the one who never had what others had. I recognize these beliefs are patterns from past experiences and are not my true self. The outdated identity I have carried is that I am the forgotten child, a role that once helped me survive my aloneness but is no longer aligned with who I am now. Adult self, gently turn toward your inner child. I'm sorry to my inner child who experienced such profound aloneness. I'm sorry you felt left out of the basic human experience of family. I'm sorry you grew up without the love, safety, and support you deserved. I'm sorry you felt like a ghost, disconnected and unseen. Your awareness is safe, and these painful emotions are temporary visitors, not permanent residents. I am the stable observer here, and I am with you now. Inner child speaks. You say me, you are really here with me. It feels a little less cold when you are here. Adult speaks. I give you permission to heal from this absence. I give you permission to forgive life for what you did not receive. I release any guilt and shame you carry for not being enough to keep a family. I honor our journey together through this loneliness. I love you even in your emptiness. You are safe to let go and simply be yourself, because I am here now and always to protect you. The feelings of absence are passing experiences, not the reality of who you are. Now that we've felt and honored the experience, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. Message from Higher Self. Your inherent worth was never dependent on the family you came from. You are capable of belonging because belonging is your true nature. The void you feel is the space where your own wholeness is waiting to be recognized. The old belief that you were left out was an illusion born of a misunderstanding. The truth is that you were never separate from the wholeness of life itself. This truth restores calm, freedom, and balance simply by being remembered. All thoughts, fears, and emotional reactions are temporary appearances in consciousness. The true self has always been whole, untouched by absence, and completely free. The ask, inner child. I give myself permission to feel the warmth of connection right here in my chest, just for a moment, without needing anyone else to provide it. I allow my body to slowly feel what it is like to be met, even if only by my own breath moving inside me. Adult self. I make the grounded choice to stay present while this new sensation of self-connection is felt, however small or brief it may be. I choose to hold my own hand here, maintaining safety and continuity without rushing toward anything. Higher self. I allow this experience to unfold in its own time, trusting the body to learn what it needs through sensation, not understanding. I release all control over how and when this void is filled, knowing awareness remains stable while all sensations arise and pass. Bridge into your new reality. Earlier there was only the cold of absence, and now there is a subtle warmth that arises not from outside, but from within my own awareness. Where there was once a gripping tightness around the loss, there is now a softness that breathes right through the center of it. Before, I was the one left out, and now I notice I am the one who includes myself simply by paying attention. Reclaim your power. I reclaim my power by recognizing that the self witnessing this entire journey of absence and presence was never absent, never alone, and never lacking. I choose to release the belief that I was left out, and instead honor my own presence as the home I have been seeking all along. Seeing it done. I imagine myself feeling a quiet sense of belonging that is not given by anyone, but simply felt from within. I see myself now moving through the world with a gentle confidence, connected to others not through dependency but through shared presence. I feel the warmth of my own company, and I am enough. I see myself sitting comfortably in a room full of people, not needing them to fill a void, simply enjoying their presence while my own feels full. I notice the old ache has softened into a tender background hum, no longer a wound, just a memory that is healing. I feel so held by life itself, a quiet embrace that was always here beneath the loneliness. I belong to my own experience completely, and that belonging is rich and full and real. The family I never had is no longer a loss, it is simply a story that allowed me to discover my own unshakable wholeness. This new way of relating to absence feels ordinary, like breathing, nothing dramatic or urgent about it. It is safe to feel full now, and this fullness is as natural as the air filling my lungs. Now experience a new future. I am here, and for a moment I notice the familiar feeling of being alone rising, but instead of collapsing into it, I feel my feet flat on the floor. There is a solidness underneath me. My breath moves in and out on its own, slow and easy. My chest feels the familiar weight of absence, but my shoulders are not tensing around it. I notice the weight, and I notice I am still breathing. My belly is soft. There is no urgency to fix this, no panic. I feel my hand resting on my leg, and the warmth of my own touch is there. The thought arises that I have no one, and I notice the thought. It passes. My body does not clench around it. I feel a warmth in my chest, not from anyone else, just from the blood moving through me. I am here providing my own presence. I feel the emptiness, and next to it I feel the steady rhythm of my heartbeat. The emptiness does not swallow me. I am larger than it. I notice my spine is straight, supported from within. I feel a softness behind my eyes. I am not searching for anything outside myself. I am here. The longing rises, and I feel it in my throat, and I let it be there. My breath moves right past it. I feel a quiet strength in my belly, a center that was always here. I am not alone in here, I am with myself. I feel the sadness, and I feel the warmth of my own awareness holding it. The grief is still there, but it is resting now, not gripping. I feel a sense of quiet company, my own. My hands are relaxed. I feel a sense of completion in just being here, not needing anything to be different. I am full of my own presence. The void is still there, but it is no longer empty. It is filled with me. I take a slow breath and feel the shift. This is normal. This is safe. I am here. Allow this felt sense to continue integrating naturally in the body and in life. Take a deep breath, feel the shift, and smile. Let this settle gently. There's nothing you need to do right now. You can return to this whenever you feel called. Be gentle with yourself.